So we're in the actual race development area. So I know most of you will not get these components, but let's go check it out. This is where the good stuff is sometimes, right? For the races, the race cars. But let's go. They got 10 workbenches just for the race cars right here.
This is like if somebody has been successful, he has been German touring car champion, whole climb, that says German touring car whole climb champion 2007. So they are sending these pictures like
these are some of the pictures that they've sent over as thank yous from what this team here works on. So a lot of pictures, as you can see, has developed a lot of race teams.
Yeah.
Since 2002 is already getting a patina on it, but you can see it's got a lot of race cars on it. You know, these are the competition stuff right here that you would see in your race car stuff. But this is the kind of stuff that you'll see ended up in your club sport, right? You'll see it in your club sport versions. So if you get a club sport, you're getting some of these great components over here. So some of the club sport stuff is made here, correct?
Yeah, it's developed over there.
Okay, so club sport stuff is made on that side. We'll look at it in a second.
But it's produced then later on the line.
So these are all custom one-offs for certain teams.
Right, so that's all one-off racing stuff.
These are the competition, KW competition ones. So yeah, these are all one-offs for your particular car. They can be ordered. They are very special. Everything is calibrated meticulously, as you can see. We're going to watch them work a little bit here, but everything is calibrated and it's set up for you, and it's pretty crazy just looking at it. Mad scientists at work. I mean, look at these components down here. Those were just for the rebound stuff. When they're getting the components back, they are, you know, analyzing it. So they need to analyze and see what's going on. You got the fluids in here. You can see out of the shocks. These are the fluids from the shocks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And everything goes back and gets analyzed correctly. So, and let's go look at the club sport section. So these are shock absorber R&D, different chemicals being used. Well, these are competition ones, right?
These are competition parts, but they get developed here as well.
So the club sport stuff gets developed here. You get your engineering area. This is just super impressive.
So that's an electromagnetic, the most fancy dyno you can buy. So this is about 80 grand.
Okay.
So for a shock dyno, but it's only used for R&D.
Okay.
Every shock you want to dyno it and calibrate it. That's why you do it first here, and then you do a bill of material and the data sheet, which will later on get forwarded to production. That's why we need the same unit here in R&D.
And this gives them all the information that they might want to get. So, well, we have car dynos. We've got suspension dynos here, and this is actually designed by them. This is really impressive. This shows the engineering work that's being done here. And I mean, just looking around this impressive room of race engineers developing your competition coilovers, it's exciting. It's exciting.
So it's a typical old school machine shop.
So these machines run on a daily basis. They're for one-offs for the race guys. So let's say you need top mounts made, you need a certain type of shock body. They're going to be made in here, and they're constantly being used. It's a little bit old school, but it works, and that's the main thing. It's still precise, and it works really well. What do we got going here? Look at that, pretty cool. Let's go check out Klaus's office here. Yeah? Don't go. Alright, we'll get a glimpse. That's it. So this is a rig for the actual race car. Again, this is a race car only division area of it. So if the cars are brought in, the actual race cars, and they want to get the measurements, this is what this rig is used for. So both of these are brand new racetrack support vans that have dynos, can rebuild the suspension. They have a little meeting room area as needed because the conditions, you know, in Germany for the racetrack are sometimes not the best. And this is really cool to be able to, as a company support, that's if you're with the racing division, you actually can get actual racetrack support from them. And we got the tools ready to go on the track, ready for you. So this is a cool little van that they put together, and have a, you know, we can discuss things, and they can run a dyno for it. It's really cool. So this is the van that's used on the Nürburgring for all those developments, or anywhere across Europe, all the hill climb races and so forth. I think we're going to need one of these in the US for you guys. I think they should definitely bring one of these. If anything, really a nice support system for buying a race suspension. Yeah, any plans on bringing this to the US?
It will happen.
It will happen.
It will happen.
So this is coming to the US. If you do buy a race system, which you can get through us, through ModBargains, you will get the support system on the track. Obviously they travel really far and they're out at the track every weekend. But this is really impressive to have such support. The only other company that I know that does something like this to this level is Michelin. They have all this kind of support as well with their trucks. They come out. This is very nice, and they obviously designed this and they built this van accordingly. If you can imagine, 300,000 kilometers were put just on this van, on the van before it. So this is a new one, but something else will be coming in the US. Thank you for showing this. Now what is this? There's a house here, it looks like.
That's Lois Wolfart's KW's house.
So he lives right next to the office?
Yes. This is very unusual.
That's very unusual. He lives right next to the office.
In the US?
He has his house built on top of his production facility and R&D. So that's kind of cool.